To start your boomerang, you want to position the stencil to where it all fits on your cardboard. And I'm going around and tracing all those spots. If your lines get a little funky because of the paper being bumpy, don't worry about that too much. So now I'm ready to cut out my boomerang so that I can start adding stuff to it. So now I'm ready to start adding designs to my boomerang. You can do this in pencil first if you don't feel comfortable starting with Sharpie, or if you want to start with Sharpie, just remember that's not something that you can erase. So I chose to start with a spiral, and then I'm adding some lines. And remember, we're just going off of some ideas from the Aboriginal art that we saw. Lots of shapes and dots and lines. And then I decided to go back in and add some more stuff. Now, something to remember is that we would be looking at both sides of the boomerang, which is a little different than other artwork that we do. So I'm doing the same thing I did on the other side. I remembered quite a bit of it, but you can see I had to flip it over because I couldn't remember what else I needed to do. Now I'm going to use a white oil pastel to make some dots. You can do this wherever you want. You do not need to fill the whole thing with dots, but I decided to just add some dots where it felt like it would make my lines or my shapes look better. Finally, for our last step, we are going to use some neon paints. I'm going to ask that you only use 2 colors to paint in your boomerang. Some of it you'll probably want to leave the brown of the cardboard, but you don't have to leave all of it the brown of the cardboard. You might need to go back over a color. You can see how my cardboard, you can kind of see it showing through, so you might need to do another coat of that. And next week we will have to paint the other side since we decorated the other side, but we can't do that while our paint is wet or we would make a giant mess.